In the orange box, here's your code. So type in this code, and then you're going to hit the arrow. Your code is CGZPN. You can look up on the board if you need to. Type that in and hit enter. Yeah, hit the join button. When it comes up, you need to type in your first name and then hit the join button. So Stephen, type in your first name
or nickname.
Type in your name, your first name, and hit the send button. Yeah.
This is the story of
Other option.
This is the Game of story. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so far I've got Aubriano, Amina, Angelica, Brooklyn, Caden, Melanie, Moses, Riley, William. Hit send. Zoe, hit send after you type in your name. Maria, type in your name and hit send. Christian, type your name in and hit send. Okay, I'm missing one person.
This is that story of Gil Gibbons.
Listen for your name. If I didn't say your name, then you're not logged in. Aubriano, Ahadi, Amina, Angelica, Brooklyn, Caden, Christian, Maria, Melanie, Moses, Michael, Rebecca, Rosalind, Riley, Stephen, William, Zoe. Did I call everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, we're missing Fahad because he is not in the classroom right now. So we are good. Okay. So yesterday in class, we were talking about how Gail Gibbons uses words and pictures to excite us and entertain us. So we looked at Nature's Green Umbrella, and we learned about that story. And we saw how whenever we even closed our eyes and we listened to the words in the book, what could we do?
We could vision
imagine.
it, feel it.
You could vision it, you could imagine it, you could feel it. So she used those words to keep us entertained so that we could feel the story even if we weren't looking at the pictures. What, Zoe?
She used new words sometimes what people don't know.
Exactly. And what did she do when she used those new words that sometimes people didn't know?
She explained what they mean.
She explained what they meant. Who knows what it calls when you explain what a word means? Angelica, the definition. So today, we're going to look at the book, How a House is Built. And so, once Gail has her topic, and she's done some research about how does she write and illustrate the things that she found out. So in How a House is Built, she explains the process to us step by step. So let's take a look today at how she does that. So first, I want to know, can you define the word sequential? So does it mean that it's out of order, in a step-by-step order, or that it does not have any order? So you need to choose your choice and hit that you want it to send. So Maria, Rosalind, choose your answer and tell it to send. You should have a thank you screen that pops up. Aubriano, hit the send button.
And it has a little clock.
Hit the send button once you choose. I still need an answer from Aubriano, Amina, Angelica, Christian, Maria, and Rosalind. Oh, I just got Rosalind's. Maria, just got yours. Angelica and Aubriano.
Thank you for describing.
Good, excellent. So, 70% of you all got the answer correct. What was it? The answer was B, step by step.
Yeah! That's what I got it.
All right, my eyes are on Miss Lowe. Oh, my eyes are on Miss Lowe.
My eyes.
Thank you. So Gail explained explains in this story how to build a house sequentially,
Step by step.
which means
Step
step
by
by
step.
step. Excellent. So, we are going to start looking at this story. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. How a House is Built by Gail Gibbons. Many people live in houses. There are many kinds of houses. They are built with different materials. Houses are built in many shapes and sizes too. This is how a wood frame house is built. First, an architect draws a plan. The architect recommends a general contractor who will be in charge of building the house. During the months ahead, the general contractor will hire all of these people to complete the project. The general contractor makes sure everything is done according to the schedule. So if you look at your iPad, you will see the same pictures that are in the book. What do you notice about those pictures?
That they have the workers to build a house.
They have all the workers that it takes to build a house. So is it a lot or is it just a little bit?
A lot.
So there are a lot of people who have to work together in order to build the house. Yes, Moses?
I just realized somebody has some
That tells us what.
So Moses, I want you to tell me what you see.
there's some words that tell what they
So what are some of the different things that you see on there?
A good
William, is your name Moses? William, is your name Moses? Raise your hand for permission to speak. Yes, Moses.
I see a system crew, well drillers, and foundation builders.
So he sees a septic system crew, well drillers, foundation builders. Amina? So painters and a mason. Caden?
I see a electrician.
There's an electrician. So there's all kinds of people who have different jobs. And it takes all of those people to build a house. Go ahead, grab an iPad. So let's keep looking at the book. At the construction site, the surveyor measures for the foundation. He hammers wooden stakes into the ground where the corners of the house will be. The heavy equipment operators come rumbling up the road. They dig a hole where the foundation will go. The foundation will support the weight of the house. My eyes are on Miss Lowe. Next, the foundation builders arrive. They dig trenches around the edges. Then they line the trenches with boards to make a form. The trucks move into place and pour the concrete. Fahad, your code is CGZPN. You got it? Okay.
What's this stuff?
Type in your name and hit send. So they've dug a big trench and they fill it up with concrete. When the concrete's hard, the boards are removed. This is the footing for the foundation. The footing will give the house a firm base. Have you all ever seen a foundation? So do you know how across the school where where there's the big church? And they're working on the ground over there?
No.
The workers have been doing construction over there?
Yeah.
Have you seen the big rock pile that they're making?
Yeah.
That's where they're going to pour the concrete, and they will build the foundation for the building, and it keeps the foundation in the building from falling down.
My brother climbed on it.
He climbed on it.
It's so much fun over there.
He climbed on it? Me too.
All right, you ready?
He had fun climbing down the hill.
So let's look at our next. So in this picture on your iPad, you can see where the crews are working on the foundation. So the foundation builders build forms on the footing for the foundation walls. The concrete trucks come and go to fill the forms, and the concrete floor of the basement is poured and smoothed over. The forms are removed, and when it's hard, tar is smoothed on the outside so moisture can't get inside. The bulldozer pushes or backfills the dirt up against the outside of the foundation. Because the tar is a sticky substance, but it doesn't let wet inside, so it'll keep, when it rains, it'll keep the water from getting inside the building.
That's cool.
The septic system crews arrive. Moses saw that those were one of the workers. So the septic system crew arrives. They dig a hole and lower a septic tank into it. Who knows what a septic tank is? No. Anybody know what a septic tank is, Kaden?
Maybe it's a silver big thing. It's like a really, I think it's the basement.
What?
It might be
So do you see this big gray box?
Yes.
So when you use the bathroom, what do you have to do?
Use
You
it.
have to flush the toilet.
It goes to the sewer.
And so it goes down to
Sewer.
which is connected to
The bean.
What are we talking about? The big
Septic.
septic. The septic tank. That's what the
So,
septic
I
tank's
saw
job
the
is.
vessel over there.
Ew, my eyes are not this low. So the waste forms drains in the house, and that will flow into the septic tank. Here comes the carpenter crew. Out come their tools. They bolt down the boards, called the sill, to top off the foundation. And then they hammer heavier boards, called joists, into place. So if you look at your picture, what do you notice about the words and the pictures?
They're pretty.
They're labeled.
Zoe, thank you for raising your hand.
They're putting labels of what they are, like when it says joints, we might not know what joints are. So they put a label with a line pointing to the joints, and the joints are the little line.
Good, so it shows us the joist. It's actually a joist. And so it's labeled that for us. What else have they labeled in the picture, Kaden?
The beam.
They've labeled the beam, the joist,
These people are
Brooklyn? Sound it out. Close, the girder. You are really close. So they've labeled those pictures for us. Now I'm going to read the sentences on this page again, and I want you to look at your pictures and see what you notice about the sentences that they wrote and the picture. So here comes the carpenter crew. Out come their tools. They bolt down boards called the sill to the top of the foundation. Then they hammer heavier boards called joists into place. So what do you notice about the sentence and the picture, Angelica? They match. So the illustrations go along with what we are reading.
This is really good advice.
So now as we're reading, I want for you to listen to the transition words that they use. Gail Gibbons does not just say, they do this, now they do this, now they do this. She uses words to help transition from step to step. So I want for you to listen to the words, for the words that you see on your iPad. The carpenters nail sheets of plywood to the joists, making what is called a deck. The floor, it's the floor of the house. Here's one of those transition words. Next, they begin to frame the house. So she did not just say they begin to frame the house. saying this is the next step. Next, they frame the house. They studied the architect's plans. They saw the pieces of wood to correct their sizes. They nailed together an outside wall of the house. The carpenter crew pushes the wall up and nails it into place. Another wall goes up, and another. Finally, all of the walls are in place. So, those transition words that we're hearing help us to understand the order. So they're showing us the step by step. But it also helps us to read the book smoother. It's not choppy. It transitions from one page to the next. Now the carpenters frame in the roof. Roof rafters are nailed to the ridge board. Soon the framing of the house will be complete. They begin to enclose the house by nailing sheets of plywood to the outside of the frame. This is called the sheeting. Then they saw out spaces for the windows and doors. Felt paper is nailed to the outside of the plywood to keep the moisture out. On the roof, a carpenter is busy nailing down shingles. So if you look up here, you can see all of the different pieces on the roof are called shingles. Good, Moses and Stephen. You've what? Have any of you all ever helped put a roof on a house before? Miss Lowe did that when I was younger. Is it easy work? No. Hard work.
My dad put a house in when he was with my aunt Molly, and he looked at houses, and I went up there with a ladder, and he let me help him. He let me paint them.
He let you paint it.
Oh man, I didn't got to my house.
Inside the house, the interior walls are nailed into place. So now all of the inside walls are starting to come up. An electrician runs wires through the house. So here's another one of our crew members. The electrician runs wires through the walls and switches. The plumbers install the pipes and bring water to the faucets and help to carry the waste from the drains.
And they even put telephone on.
Insulation, so this pink stuff that you see tucked inside the walls is insulation. And it helps to keep heat inside the house. Yes, Angelica?
You touch it, some people feel
It can be kind of itchy if you touch it, that's right. So like if you've ever touched insulation before, it can kind of get on you. Then it can be a little bit itchy. Class. Let's finish this story and then I'll have some questions for you.
Yes, I like questions.
Good, I'm glad you like questions, Stephen. Hayden, I love how you're sitting quietly on the carpet. Next, the finished floors are nailed down, windows and doors are trimmed, and the painters paint the walls. Everything is almost done. The electrician hooks up the light fixtures, cabinets are installed. The plumber puts the bathtub, toilets, and sinks in, just like Zoe was talking about a minute ago. The furnace and hot air ducts are installed. Outside, the landscapers notice that the grass they planted is beginning to grow. They dig a hole for one more bush. Finally, months have passed, and it's been a very busy place. At last, the work is done. Now the house is ready to become a home.
They forgot one thing.
What?
The for sale sign.
Well, maybe it was already a family who built it, William. Who knows? So, what does Gail always put at the end of her books?
Information.
Extra information or facts. So let's see what facts Gail told us today. Simple shelters of the past. So most of us live in homes or apartments, but our homes and apartments have been updated throughout the years. So she's telling us about different types of homes that people live in. So let's look at those. A cave. Many, many years ago, some people lived in caves.
Cavemen.
An igloo. An igloo was built using what?
Ice. No.
Big blocks of ice.
Big.
An earth hut. Some early shelters were built of earth. So when they say of earth, what are they talking about?
Stones. Rocks.
Stuff on
The dirt, the mud,
Rocks.
those different things that you get from the ground. Stephen, do you think they built a house out of ants?
That's just weird.
How many of y'all have heard of a teepee?
Me.
I love, you were on target today.
Like Indians.
What, Zoe?
Indians use them.
So,
Like
different,
little sticks with like covers and stuff.
good. So teepees were made with animal skins and wooden poles. So they stacked the poles up and they used the animal skins. So she's telling us about all the different kinds of houses that other people have lived in. There were bark huts, grass huts, tents, and also bamboo shelters. And each different home was built to help the people in the different climates that they lived and with the resources that they had available to them.
So you don't make me cry.
So, I have a question for you all. How did Gail tell her readers, so how did Gail tell us about building a house? So I want for you to tell me, how did Gail tell us about building a house? Good, I love that William's already tapped his screen and he's typing in his answer. How did Gail tell us about building a house?
I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but that's fine. I tried my best.
That's all I can ask, Zoe, that you try your best. You don't have to be perfect. Just do your best. So how did Gail tell us, her readers, about building a house? I can't hear all the tapping, yes. Good, Riley. Ooh, great, Amina. I like that answer. Good, Adriana. I gotcha. Good job, Melanie. Alright, those of you who are still typing, I see some friends who are typing like novels. I'm going to give you one more minute to submit your answers.
I will. Can't look at stuff. What was you just
I'm waiting on Angelica, Christian, Maria, Moses, Rebecca, Rosalind, Stephen, William, and Zoe.
Wait.
You got yours?
Yeah.
You got me? Yeah.
I'm sorry if I didn't.
Okay, I'm giving you like 30 more seconds, and then I'm just going to tell you to submit what you've written. Michael, Stephen's typing.
That is
All right, I need everybody to hit submit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and send your answers. All right, so I see where some friend said she told it to us by sharing about it in a book. So she told us by using her book to tell us the answer, which is correct. Is that how she shared her information?
And she
did. Amina, what words did you use in your answer? She went what?
Step by step.
She went step by step. How many of you all use those words, step by step? I know Melanie used those words.
I forgot those words.
So she told us, class.
Yes.
She told us the order. First they did this. Then they did this. Next they worked on this. Finally, her house was built. So she told us the order, step by step. Excellent. So how would this information be useful if you were trying to explain a topic different than building a house? So say that you wanted to explain to somebody how to brush your teeth. How could you use what we learned from how to build a house and take some of those ideas to tell somebody how to brush your teeth? Then tell me.
I know.
You do know.
Type your answer. How could you take what Gail put in this book and take those ideas of how she told it to us to tell somebody how to brush your teeth? How could you use that idea, Stephen? So she told us.
How to build a house. And you can like teach them, if you had a baby brother and they didn't know, you can teach them how to brush their teeth.
But Zoe, tell me how you can do that.
Push. Look at my hands.
Perfect. Tell your answer, Steve. Somebody else will steal it. Christian, sound it out. Just do your best. Go ahead. I want to see what you're thinking. What? Sound it out. All right, you've got 1 minute to submit your answer. Sound it out, Riley. It's 3 words.
You got 9.
30 seconds. I need Adriano, Ahadi, Amina, Angelica, Christian, Fahed, Maria, Moses, Rebecca. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It looks like just about everybody typed the same answer. What did you all tell me?
Step by step. I would do all the steps 1 step at a time.
Step by step or 1 step at a time. So, class.
Yes.
My eyes are on this left.
My eyes are on this left.
So if you were going to tell somebody how to brush their teeth step by step, what would be step 1?
Get your toothbrush out.
So get your toothbrush out.
Step 2, get
Next,
Get the toothpaste. Wash your teeth. Put water in your mouth and spit it
put
out.
water on your toothbrush.
Put toothpaste
Next.
on it.
You put toothpaste on it.
Then
you
brush your teeth and
You brush
spit.
your teeth.
And that's it.
Finally,
You wash your
you
face.
wash your face. You wash your mouth out.
You wash your face.
Now, my eyes are on Miss Lowe. How Miss Lowe brushes her teeth might be different than how Aubriano brushes his teeth. Because Miss Lowe, I get my toothbrush, I put water on it, then I put toothpaste on it, then I put water on it again, then I brush my teeth,
Water on
And
your feet.
finally, I washed my toothbrush off and I spit my toothpaste out. But some friends may not put water on it a second time.
I use mouthwash. I just poured in there.
So William says that he uses mouthwash. So when he's finished, he rinses with mouthwash. So everybody's might be a little bit different, but is there still an order?
Yes.
Yes. So you write about it in the order.
Or in your diary.
So my eyes are on Miss Lowe. I told you to submit it, Moses. Okay, so my eyes are on Miss Lowe. I've got Christian's eyes and Amina's eyes and Fahad's eyes.
On this one because it's always so pretty.
So we have been talking on our anchor chart about what we've learned about Gail as a person, a writer, and an illustrator. So by looking at today's book, I want for you to turn and talk to a buddy about what you've learned about Gail as a person, she's a writer, and illustrator. Brooklyn, join Riley and William. Rebecca, join Christian.
Melody and Adriana.
Fahad, Moses.
Oh, you and a hot
You're talking about what you've learned about Gail as a writer, and a lawyer, and what have you learned about Gail as a person, writer, and illustrator? My eyes are on Miss Lowe. Okay. So if you look at the board, you will see our anchor chart. So we have talked, we have a whole lot that we've learned about Gail as a writer, and quite a bit that we've learned about an illustrator, and a couple things about her as a person. Moses. So, let's see what we, William, can add to our anchor chart. Amina. So she writes she shows us how to write step by step. So she tells us how to write sequentially. So
The rainbow.
she writes step
By step.
by step.
I put those things on my answer when I said she went by step. I used a little
The bullet.
no the stuff with
Oh, the hyphens.
yeah I used the
Okay, good. All right. What else have we learned about her as a writer? Why do you think that? What did you see in the back that we've already talked about? Brooklyn? She does. She likes to write a whole lot of books. We can actually put that over here in what she is as a person. So Gail writes what, Brooklyn?
a lot of books.
A lot
Of books.
of books. What else have we learned about her, either as a person, writer, or illustrator? William.
That at the end where she put more information, she put pictures of so she could show us what the buildings look like.
So she showed us, words. So,
Illustrate.
let's see here. So we kind of have that on there already. The pictures, the illustrations match the words, but that's exactly right. That's one of the things that she makes sure she does. Any other ideas? Zoe?
On Elida, she wants people to make what it's like to be like building a house.
So she wants you all to be able to see what it was like building a house. How do you think she may have gotten the idea to write this book? Oh, William?
Watching TV and this is shown, and it was a movie of building houses.
Maybe.
She
Amina?
observed.
She maybe just had lots of questions about it and looked it up. Angelica? Maybe that happened in her life. Angelica, that is absolutely correct. Gail Gibbons and had her husband build her a house. And so she experienced her house being built. And so she was able to watch that process. And she thought, maybe somebody else wants to know about that. So she uses her own experiences for inspiration.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Now, we did not have a lot of class time left, so we have got to hurry. But I have a quick little activity that we are going to work on together as a class. So, I want for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to come and choose a color card. And go sit back down on your spot on the carpet. Quickly. Quickly. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The boys are about to be down.
It is. I'm about to get ready.
I got a
Quickly,
sandwich.
Moses, take one. I'm going to check for you.
I got a sandwich.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18. Everybody needs a card. Alright, my eyes are on Miss Lowe. Raise your hand if you have the purple card. If you have the purple card, I want for you to take your iPad and go sit at teacher table. Raise your hand if you have the blue card. If you have the blue card, I want for you to go sit around Christian's table, this front group. Raise your hand if you have the green card. Green cards, go sit at Moses' table. Orange cards, right here. Orange cards are going to go sit back at Michael's table. Yellow cards, you all can sit at the back of this table. Alright, give me 5, 10. Hands are free, eyes on me. Moses, hands are free, eyes on me. Thank you, Ahadi and Brooklyn and Michael's whole group. Okay, on your cards, you will see different pictures. And what do those pictures look like they have to do with?
Sandwiches.
What kind of sandwich?
Peanut butter.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So you are going to use your cards to try and figure out the step-by-step order of how to make a PB&J. Go.
And then there's jelly. And that's the sandwich. And then this. And then we're done. What y'all come up with? We just started.
I want to see them laid out right here.
So first, where's the first step? That was
It's the bread.
Okay, what's the second step?
What's the first step?
peanut butter?
Jelly.
What would be the second step? Why the jelly?
Because if you put that one first before the peanut butter, then it just.
You can do it either way. Good. So I would put the peanut butter, and then I put the jelly. But you put the jelly with the peanut butter. But is it still a PB&J? And what happens when you put all that together? It makes a
It's all coming.
All right, my eyes are on Miss Lowe.
My eyes are on Miss Lowe.
So I want for one person to raise up the first step. Show me the first step. Good. Everybody chose the plain slice of bread. All right. Raise up the second step. Kaden, why don't you switch it?
Everybody else did that.
Why'd you switch it? You had the jelly in your hand. So some friends had the peanut butter first, and some had the jelly first. Which one's right?
The peanut butter.
It can be the peanut butter
Or the jelly.
or the jelly.
I put my jelly and then my peanut butter because I would all my.
Raise your hand if when you're making a PB&J, you put the peanut butter on first.
Me and Miss Lowe.
Raise your hand if we put the jelly first. And what is the last step?
The whole sandwich.
The whole
Wait, you
sandwich.
skipped the jelly. You skipped the jelly.
I did skip the jelly, but we talked about them together. All right, papers down. I need for you to look at your iPad. So, Christian, I love that you're listening. You're waiting for directions. What does sequential mean? Does it mean out of order, step by step, or has no order?
Wait, is this the first part? No, we did it.
You already did this.
I just saw the star.
Miss Lowe, I got it.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, you guys, guess what? This time, 100% of the class got it correct. Okay, my eyes are on Miss Lowe.
My eyes on Miss Lowe.
There's a little arrow in the, actually I have one more question. How do you feel about this? Do you feel like a number 4, you've got it? You could teach it to a friend? You've got it, you can do it on your own?
Yes.
You think you've got it, you might need a little bit of help, or you don't have it yet, we need some more practice.
I got it.
Write yourself and tell me. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aubriano, Ahadi, submit your answer. Okay, my eyes are on Miss Lowe. It seems that everybody feels like they can do this on their own, and that they could maybe even teach it to a friend. And so, we are going to practice this on our own. So I want for you to exit.
Yes.
Yep, hit yes. Exit, hit yes. Close your iPad, return it to the cart, and then go have a seat at your table. So since most of you all feel that you can do this on your own and even teach it to a friend, you are going to think about something that you do that takes a step-by-step order. And so you're going to choose your choice. So the only thing is, you can't choose a s'more because you're doing a s'more at Story Station. And you can't choose a peanut butter jelly because we just did a peanut butter jelly. And you can't choose brushing your teeth because we talked about that. So anything besides that, you can tell me how you do it. And you're going to draw a picture and then write a sentence to go with it to show me the step by step line.
What we're doing.
Just like Story Station. That's right. So take one pass.
That's why you have to draw a picture and then you write it.
No, go ahead and pass it down your road.
My little brother.
Lonnie and Steven, look at it.
No, mine uses it.
William, you're going to get one to Roslyn. Okay, friends, this is silent working time, so I need voices off, and I need you to see you put your name on it. I want you thinking about what you're going to tell me, how to make or how to do, and then you're going to start writing your step-by-step order. Riley already says how to, so just write what you're going to tell me. How to what? And I love that Angelica made sure that she has her name first and last and my name on her paper before she starts doing anything else. How to clean my room, that's a good topic. Just get started, you don't have a lot of time. How to ride a bike.
How do I lipstick? Lipstick doesn't like to ride. I'd rather have
What are you going to need for it? So for a PB&J, we get the bread, the peanut butter, the jelly. What do you need for yours? I was just nice and simple. How to make an interest star. Interesting.
my brother knows.
What are some things that?
Oh, you mean it's your paper?
So, Kaden, what's the first step in making a cheese or how to watch TV?
I can do it.
Watching TV like us, okay.
What? You can do it. I can too.
Oh, you too.
I drowned it. So I'll write it right here. Me too.
Now, I want you to tell me, what do you need and what's your first step? So, Riley, what's the first step in writing how to ride a bike? I want you to tell me and draw a picture. Okay, class. We need to go to specials. So we will work on this afternoon to finish it up. I need for you to freeze. Put your pencil in the bucket. Kaden, you're a good freezer. Zoe's table, please go line up number order. Go ahead, you're going. Ooh, Caden's table group, go line up number order. So Caden, Melanie, Ahadi, and Michael. Riley's table group,